Hello, all my lovely, beautiful people of the world. Welcome back to another video with your girl Jazz. This time I have a mic. How profesh. Actually, my very dear friend Goddess Maka on YouTube. You can follow her. She's an amazing, talented, beautiful woman on here on YouTube too. She recommended me this microphone so that I can sound more clear. Although I don't really think that it's too big of an issue how I sounded before, but just to get a little bit more clarity, we're gonna start using one of these and see how it goes. So, anyway, I got a new mic and I was gonna come on here and talk to you guys about the holidays and families and how to navigate those really uncomfortable spaces with your family because I know when the weather gets colder and the holidays get closer, so do you and your loved ones. And sometimes we have to be around some of our family members that we don't particularly get along with, or we might have trauma from them, or it just might not be very fun to be around some of those people because of their perception of you or something that has happened in the past. But I wanted to come here and talk about how to navigate that. So let's get right into it. So, I personally am going through something like this. That's why I'm coming here to talk about it, because I think that we can all learn from these situations, from these holidays, from the families getting together. Maybe we can change some of the dynamics, or at least make ourselves feel a little bit more comfortable in these uncomfortable, tight spaces. First of all, I want to say that you do not need to fit in any box or mold that your family has placed on you. Everyone has expectations. Everyone has ideas of you in their head and things that they think that you should be doing with your life or with your time, or what society thinks that you should do. And around the holiday seasons, everyone likes to ask the big questions. When are you getting married? Are you having kids? Are you pursuing your career? Are you going back to school? Do you have a job yet? Did you get your own apartment? All of those things they love to ask. And, you know, I think that it's okay for people to ask those questions if they're curious. That some people like to ask those questions to pry or to push, or maybe it's because they might want or expect something from you. But the important thing is to remain grounded in your energy and not let those ideas that people have of you affect you or make you feel like less valuable or undeserving or anything like that. Because no matter what you're doing with your life, it's important to know that this is your path, not theirs. And if you don't want to have kids, you don't have to have kids. If you don't want to get married, you don't have to get married. If you don't want to go pursue that career that your parents have been pushing you for, you don't have to do it. Even if they put you through college for a specific career that they pushed on you and you're not pursuing that, that is totally okay, because your you're in your life doing what you want on your own time, and they don't need to be comparing. They don't need to be concerned about what you're doing, because if you're enjoying your life, if you're doing things on your terms, then that's all that matters. So yeah, I would suggest just allow those questions to be asked, and just take that as a time to be able to express yourself and to stand firmly in who you are. And when someone asks you, "Oh, when are you getting married?" you can firmly say, "I don't really think I want to be married right now. I'm doing this." And if they have a feeling about that, that's a negative feeling or opinion about it, that's okay. And it should be taken as a reflection of what they're perceiving you as, and not what you actually are. So it might be uncomfortable for them that you're breaking out of these molds that they've placed you in, but that is only because they have confined themselves to those molds as well, and they expect you to do the same. And when you don't, it makes them very uncomfortable, and that's okay because it's good to push the boundaries. It's good to push, you know, the it's good to push away society's expectations of us and prove to everyone that you can succeed just as well doing what you want and not what society has conditioned us to think that we need to do, like get married, have a family, do all that. And some of us might want to do that. Personally, for me, I do. I want a husband, I want children, maybe. I want a family and all that. But there's also a lot of other things that I feel like I should be doing first. And I think that it's important for us to get to know ourselves and what we really want before pursuing any of that. And if you haven't done that, that's okay. It's cool to explore with your partner as well. There are many different paths and there are many different ways of going in life, and whatever path you are choosing is totally cool and totally fine because that's your path. So, and also, moving forward out of that aspect, just stay true to yourself and stay grounded in who you are and don't let your family's questions agitate you too much. Also, it might be hard to get along with some people in our family due to past events, and it is important to remain also grounded in your space in that area too, and to just not let their perceptions or thoughts or the past get to you at that time, and just enjoy your family and just look at everybody as a child with unconditional love no matter what, because the only way to heal yourself is to forgive and let go. And if you're not ready to forgive, that's okay. But, you know, if you really truly want to live a peaceful life, it's important to um, accept those things, forgive, move on, and just let them be. Because if you attach yourself to those things that happened in the past, you're not living here. You're not living in the present. You're living in the past, and that does not exist anymore. And I know you might have problems with maybe like a cousin or a brother or a parent, and maybe their expectations are getting to you, or maybe you had very bad arguments or disagreements, or you guys just don't see life the same way. But it's important to look past the differences in the family and remember that we can't choose our families. Later on, we can, you know, we can choose our friends and make them our sisters, or get adopted by certain people as we grow older and get closer to people that aren't our relatives. But sometimes we must be around our family. It's important to accept them as they are. And just like we want to be accepted, you know, we all want to be accepted how we are. And the most important thing and the way to do that and is to accept yourself and accept everyone around you as imperfect and perfect beings, because we are all only reflections of ourselves, each other. We're all reflections of each other, and we all deserve unconditional love and understanding. And most of us are just misunderstood individuals. And most of the conflicts that happen between us are just misunderstandings because of the perceptions that people have. So one person might see something one way and you might see it the other, and that can cause clashes. So it's important to just agree to disagree and enjoy the time that you have with family, and not focus so much on the negatives, but focus on the good things. Because when we surround ourselves with good thoughts, we bring in those positive thoughts, and the people around us and the circumstances around us change with how we're feeling inside. The more at peace you are with yourself, the more at peace you can become with everybody around you, even if that seems hard right now. It is possible. And if you want a peaceful holiday season, you can do that. It takes effort. It takes the ability to let go, forgive, to live in the present moment, to not get, um, you know, not get attached to, you know, the drama that people might create or you might be creating because of the feelings you have. It's important to try to learn your triggers, try to learn what is causing these flare ups of emotions during the time with your family and notice what makes you upset and just work through that in your head. Work through that with peace and love and understanding and just stay in your lane. Mind your business, stay in your lane, don't worry, don't get caught up with the drama, and stay true to yourself too. Also, you don't need to hide unless it's a dangerous situation. Of course, I understand that some of our families might not be as accepting, and there's certain things that we might not be able to tell them, and that's okay. And it is important to be safe and take care of your well being first. But if it is a safe environment to do so, and I'm just talking physically safe, because there might be some disagreements. There might be someone who wants to start an argument, and you don't have to go with it. You can let them be upset. That's okay. But it is important during this family time to stay true to yourself and to not put a mask on and not to hide just because we're afraid of our parents or our siblings or family members' opinions. So, yeah, stay true to yourself this holiday season and give people a little bit of forgiveness and love because this is the new year we're going into. And this is a time of reflection, deep, deep reflection on things that we want to let go and change this year. So just practice that because I know that sometimes we might think, oh, I'm healed from the situation. I'm peaceful, I'm this and that. And we get around our families and we're like, oh my God, I thought that I was over this. I thought we were past this. I thought that I moved past this way of thinking or acting. But, those deep family wounds, they are deep. They're deep and they're at the core of some of our most troubling thoughts or feelings or patterns. So when you're around your family, it's important to practice those things and let go and forgive because that is the only way we're going to heal and move on into a peaceful, more spiritual, more accepting, more loving, more forgiving planet is if we can all learn to let go, accept, embrace people the way they are. And that doesn't mean you have to be around them, that doesn't mean you have to give them your time or your energy or your effort. It doesn't. It just means that you accept and move on, and you take space when you need to, and you have conversations when you need to, and just let everything flow. No resistance. And yeah, that is all I have for you guys today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. This is, like I said, every video. This is me just rambling on to myself. This is what I need to hear to help me heal. And I know that a lot of you guys are in similar situations. We're all in this together, and I hope that this helped you. And I'm sending you lots of love and healing, positive, loving, healing vibes this holiday season in hopes that next year we can heal even more and grow closer to one another and help each other be, realize our dreams and our goals and reach the state of peace that we're all striving for. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.